Hey, everybody, it's Rob Sutherland. I'm the CEO of Pro Broker Agency here in Vancouver, BC. And today we're talking again with Rick Haase from United Real Estate. How are you doing today, Rick?
I'm doing well, Rob. Thanks for having me again. Glad to be here.
Always a pleasure to talk to you, Rick. I think we've got some great insight we're going to share today about planning for 2022. What kind of tips have you got for people that are, owning a real estate office right now, looking forward to 2022, some important things, maybe like a top two things that you think would bring them into the new year successfully?
Well, I can't be prescriptive for them, but I can tell you that one of the things we're working on is making sure that this is a time of year where we're naturally inclined as human beings and as Americans to think about how we've been blessed with a lot of opportunity. And what we're focusing on at United Real Estate is making sure that we have our eyes on helping those people who might be having financial difficulties as a result of job losses relating to COVID, especially. So over the last
Sure.
2 years, Rob, some 8 million people were actually put into mortgage forbearance. And as COVID has ebbed and flowed, 4 million of those 8 have come off the forbearance plan that they were allowed to be on. What that means is there's still 4 million on forbearance, meaning deferred payments. And what that also means is that as people come off forbearance and still don't have the opportunity to pay their mortgage, they're not equipped to do that yet financially. There's still a lot of people at risk of losing their equity in their home. And so we have our sales team and our brokers, owners, and managers across the country focusing on finding those people in our agents' sphere of influence and getting that to them to help them stave off any of the effects of what would be foreclosure, default and foreclosure. So here are kind of the numbers. There's still about 1 million people that are in some stage of default, meaning at least one payment behind. Some of them were on forbearance, came off forbearance, and still can't make their mortgage note payment. 1 million people who are in default, 4 million still on forbearance plans. 1 million of those people, 1 million of the original eight are off forbearance and not able to make their payments. And as a result, 227,000 of them are in active foreclosure proceedings. But it's a strange time to have that happen when you consider that in North America, there is more built equity, more homeowner equity than ever in history. So on one hand, you have 227,000 people in the US alone who can't make their mortgage payment or in default, and yet they have more equity in their homes than ever before. So we're trying to find those people because as soon as they go into foreclosure processes, you have sometimes mortgage interest rate escalation fees, late fees, penalties for missing the mortgage payment to begin with. Then you have attorney's fees for the mortgage lender, attorney's fees for the homeowner, and that just gobbles up people's equity. And if we can get to them, we have a chance of preserving their equity, which is substantive, and their credit to get them back into the homeownership game as soon as their job problems clear up. That's one of the things we're focusing on for sure.
Nice. Awesome.
Kind of a serious topic, but it's important.
Is.
This is what realtors were made to do. We always talk about giving back. Well, now it's time to dig in and find those folks, have the difficult conversations, find those folks who really, really need us now so we can explain the process, get their home on the market, get it sold, preserve their credit, preserve their equity, and give them a chance of being financially successful down the road. I think maybe the second thing is business planning. All of our brokers, owners, and managers across the country are deeply involved in helping our agents plan for 2022, and huge effort.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's one of the things, if you kind of combine those two, you can come up with some good strategies and plans to target different sectors of the market and things like that for the upcoming year and onwards, that type of thing. And do you have any specific advice maybe for brokers who are looking to offer more support to their agents or anything like that during the, during a foreclosure or during those kind of proceedings?
Yeah, there's plenty of education, training, and development. We started offering foreclosure and short sale certification for our agents across the country, but education, education, education. Train agents on not only what to look for, but how to navigate the slippery slope when you're dealing with a lender who frankly, they don't want the properties back right now, but they know if they get it back, it's an easy sale because when they put it on the market, the short supply inventory, it'll sell. So you just need to train your agents, make sure the agents have the opportunity to understand the language of short sale, the language of foreclosure, and teach them and equip them with the system so that they can reach out, talk to their sphere of influence, their past, present, and future customers, and make sure that they can talk to them in a way that that helps the homeowner not sit back, not be defensive, but becomes offensive in their approach to getting their equity freed up.
Good advice. Sage advice from Rick Haase. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody, today. And Rick, we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. It's always good to be with you.
My pleasure, Rick. Have a great day.
You too.